Hello. Hello, hello. It is Thursday. It's Thursday. It's Mario Party. Hello, Roxas. Hello, Antonia. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. And, yes, I am starting late. I did warn you guys. The last couple streams. And I did post in Discord as well. But yeah, here we are. I mean, Mario Party 1 boards really don't take that long. So, all on hard. Where do we want to go? We want to go to Eternal Star. This is the last board in our little Mario Party 1 excursion. 50 turns, because that's just how we roll. And let's rock and roll. Eternal Star. And we got the streak. Let's go. I also have a Dr. Pepper with me today. So... Dr. Pepper as opposed to the normal, like, green tea. What's up, Koopa Troopa? Cannot be permitted. If I lay eyes on Bowser, then what? I am Bowser. What's up, Bowser? Warp pattern, the cohort! Baby Bowser. It's the baby. He's a baby. Wahaha! I'm cohort baby Bowser! Going second. That's okay. That is okay. Alright. Yeah, to explain the Dr. Pepper, Allie's doctor's appointment, was at 11:15, and they were, fairly behind schedule. And, yeah, we got out of there at, like, somewhere between 12:30 and 12:45. And, right after the appointment, we were all hungry. So I stopped by a convenience store to get, like, a bag of chips for the road home, because it was in the next town over. And, I got Dr. Pepper and, Dr. Pepper and some chips. And the chips have been thoroughly eaten. And I just have this cream soda Dr. Pepper that I have at my disposal. Because, like, nothing else sounded good to drink. And they didn't have what I kind of actually wanted at the convenience store. So I'm like, fine, I'll just get a pop then. Because I don't, like, in the grand scheme of it all, I really don't drink that much pop. Well, not anymore. The only time I ever really drink pop is if I'm like, oh, a convenience store or convenience store, getting fast food. You know, that's really the only times I ever really drink pop anymore. And honestly, oh shit, I went too early. It's fine. You know, I really don't do it very often anymore. Wow. How'd I get a near perfect? I felt like I botched it. It's fine. So yeah, sometimes like nothing really sounds good and like, sure, a pop. Why not? Bought Digimon Time Stranger. Ooh, nice. Got all of DLC. $116? That ain't... I mean, for all the fancy schmancy stuff, that ain't too bad. So... I haven't really bought any games lately. Because I haven't really wanted to. I may make a purchase later this evening. I'm not entirely sure. Because I think some friends are gonna play like Mecha Chameleon later this evening. So, and it's like $7. That ain't too bad. That ain't too expensive. I also really love... Oh, come on! I also really love the theme for Eternal Star. It's one of my favorite board themes. Also, if anyone's a fan of Claire Obscure, yesterday the PS5 had a little bit of a conniption early on, and then I think I only had like really one game crash after the end of Act 1. Yeah, we finished Act 1 yesterday, and oh man, it's a good one. So if you want to keep up with my Claire Obscure playthrough, catch up on the VOD from yesterday. This was a good one. I say a good one. My complaints that I have during still kind of stand, but I can say it with a more level head. It really doesn't feel beginner friendly, and that's like my biggest gripe so far. Because a lot of what you need to really do well in terms of like the combat, the basic like combat, is you have to like pick up enemy patterns, but sometimes if you are not very good at picking up those enemy patterns, you get like one shot, and if you get one shot, you can't really pick up the patterns and know when to dodge or parry or jump or whatever. So, you know, it's just a lot to take in. And it's like, I don't want to say I'm like, oh, I'm really good at video games, because like there's games I'm good at and games I'm bad at, you know, like a lot of people. And like I've played a lot of RPGs in my life, and RPGs is one of my favorite genres of video games. And I also really enjoy turn-based combat. I honestly prefer it. That's just a me thing. So yeah, like my big complaint is it doesn't feel beginner friendly, and I'm also really aware that I went into like whatever area I was just in, I was very underleveled. I was very underleveled, which tends to happen like all the time when I play video games. Whee! So, but like all in all, I'm having a lot of fun, and I do hope we're out of the trenches of the crashes, because it's bugged me so bad. It has bugged me so bad. So, anyway, moving on from that, yeah, if you want to catch up, I stopped after fighting this bro with the swords. It's like dual something. Bro has like dual in his name, and he starts with one sword, then the second phase has two swords, and there's a really badass cutscene with everyone fighting together. It was really cool. That's about where I stopped. So, yeah. I'm just saying, like, if you know, want to watch someone play Claire Obscure for the very first time, then that's a good one. Anywho, also nothing really interesting has happened between yesterday and today. I mean, I hung out with friends, that's really it. Sometimes it's just like, you know, just kind of chill. A new Keyblade drawing? Nice. I think I've only ever drawn Keyblades maybe 3 times. Because I did a drawing of myself and a friend of mine in college, and she loves Kingdom Hearts. And she wanted some Keyblades, so I'm like, alright, cool. I'll draw you with Keyblades. And then I redid that drawing one day, and it was really fun. And then I think it was a commission that I did for another friend who also likes Kingdom Hearts. Sorry, I had to lock in. Yeah, I can't remember if it was like a commission and I got paid for it. I honestly don't remember if I did or not. But it was like based off like Kingdom Hearts 3 and like dual Keyblades and stuff. I don't remember exactly. I do remember like the drawing I did. I just don't remember if I got paid for it or not. But that was like the only other time I've ever drawn a Keyblade. So, Keyblades are intricate. A little more intricate than you think. Oh, I've also drawn another Keyblade. What am I doing? It was just a for funsies drawing I did because my husband roped me into it. It was for next friend that I don't talk to anymore because they said on their stream one time about like Sora in the Wind Waker style, and my husband in chat, 'cause I think he had to get up early and they were streaming really late, so he was up, I was in bed, and he said something like, "Oh, Tessa can draw that," and so I got roped into it that way, and I did it all in a day. It turned out pretty cool, I thought. So yeah, I have drawn Sora. So, let me see if I can find it, because I think there was a Keyblade on it. Yeah, I did draw a Keyblade. But it's one of those, like, really simplified ones, because the Wind Waker style is, like, very simple. But yeah, it turned out pretty good, I thought. This was a good one. Yeah, I got roped to it. I'm like, oh yeah, draw Sora in the Wind Waker style. It's like, okay. Okay, fine. It's on Dark League Master Sword. Heroes of Hyrule Dark Reflection. Okay, that's cool. That's pretty cool. I know my husband has a Master Sword somewhere around here. We should hang it up. I think once we get like a bigger place or something, we'll like actually hang it up somewhere. It'd be really cool to display it. Because I think he just like bought it one day when he was like a teenager or something. Alright, come in. Last time we kicked the shit out of Mario. Last time. Come on. And we ain't winning. We ain't winning unless he messes up right here. Yeah, we weren't winning that one. I'm just trying to think of things. I mean, like, yeah, there's really not much day to day. Honestly, sometimes my days just blend together. Yeah, sometimes the days just blend together and it's like, what are we doing? Is it really Thursday? Is it not Thursday? It is Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. Anyway, anywho, we're already over a week into July. Does anyone have any, like, plans for the summer? I know usually, like, penultimate summer is, like, 4th of July. But now we have the rest of July and into August. And August we'll have school starting back up. But, like, anyone got any plans for, like, the rest of the summer. I don't really got any... I don't really have any big plans. I just know my birthday's coming up. That's really about it. So... And I think there is a potential of going camping, but I don't remember what day it was supposed to be. I don't remember what day they had. Or maybe it was Labor Day weekend. Maybe it was Labor Day weekend. I can't remember what my in-laws did, because they're the ones that want to go camping, and they're like, hey, you want to come along? And we're like, I don't know. Because they went camping a month ago, but we couldn't go because of, we were real busy with like softball and everything. So it's just, you know, being busy, but right now the busyness is over. Save money for more paint art projects. Ooh, nice. Art projects. I love a good art project. I mean, I think I'm pretty much working on one kind of behind the scenes right now. I don't want to say too much because it's one of them like psychological things. If you talk so much about your plans and like exciting plans, then the more you talk about it, the more you get that like dopamine hit from talking about it. And because you get that dopamine hit from talking about it, you're not gonna want to actually follow through. It's one of them like psychology things. So it's like people. Oh my god, she's fumbling, she's fumbling. She fumbled. She fumbled, that's crazy. Dun, 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 dun. So it's like, as much as like I want to like talk about like this big old project I have in mind, part of me also wants to pull back just in case it like goes through, and once it's like in the final stages, then I can start talking about it. You know, like I'm excited about it, and it's one where feeling in my wheelhouse about things, and we're I think I need to go this way. Yeah, being in my wheelhouse about things, and what else is on my mind? Yeah, being in my wheelhouse, and then just doing something that makes me happy. And sometimes it really feels like I don't get to do that very often. So I'm just excited for it. Again, I don't want to like go too into detail about it, because like the psychology of like, oh, telling someone your plans, and then also there's the kind of fear of like telling someone my exact plans and have it not follow through and not come to fruition. And then I would look real stupid for being like, oh yeah, we're doing this. Locked in. Yeah, it's also like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this coming up. We're gonna go out of town this weekend, and we're gonna do all these really cool fancy things. Like, you know, just saying it without really planning ahead, and then when the time comes, it's like, oh shoot, we actually can't do this. And then we look like the dumb ones. You know, that's usually how that goes, and I really don't want to like look dumb. So that's why I tend to keep a lot of like plans about things to myself, because just in case. Because I've also seen many broken promises about stuff. I have seen I've seen many, or I've even been on the receiving end of broken promises. So it's really not very fun when you're, you know, when someone says they're going to do something or they planned on doing something and it just doesn't happen. You know, it just kind of sucks. Especially like as a streamer, because I want to follow through on any promises that I do make. So, because like I've seen a good handful of streamers not do that. And because there was one time where the streamer who used to be our friend had promised to play a scary game if they got 20 subs in one night. You know, I think they intended the goal to kind of be sprinkled throughout the evening, but we're like, oh hey, you're gonna play a scary game? That'd be really fun and entertaining to watch, even if it's only for like 20 minutes and then you move on to something else. At least she'll follow through on the promise of playing the scary game. So, and we had the money at the time, so my husband was like, yes, let's do it. And he gifted 20 subs in their chat like shortly after they announced the whole goal. And it never happened. They never followed through on it. So if you're going to set a goal and you hit the goal, you need to follow through with it, because especially if it's like a sub goal or a donation goal, because then if you set a money goal, if you set a money goal and not follow through on it, then it kind of makes you look like an asshole, and it just makes you look like you're just taking people's money and just not following through on goals. And it's one of those, well, I tend to forget if I set a goal. If you're very forgetful, don't set goals like that in the first place. Like, my follower goal, for example, is we read fan fiction. I've got plenty of fan fiction in my arsenal to read. Old, newer, you know, like I've got plenty of stuff to read, and we can even reread ones we have read on stream before. I think this takes me to Boo. It does. I can steal a star, actually. I'm gonna steal from Peach, actually. I'm gonna leave Luigi alone. That may be my detriment later, but it's fine. Green team. We are a team. Anywho. But yeah, my follower goal is something I can follow through on. The last sub goal I did was, you know, play community games, and I did play Mario Kart for like 3 or 4 hours. It was really fun, but, I still followed through on my goal. So if you're gonna make, you know, if you're gonna say you're gonna do something, you better freaking do it. And like, I'm also kind of guilty of forgetting things sometimes, but just kind of when it comes to streams, especially like sub goals or like any kind of money goals, then I would rather follow through on that, so that way people get their money's worth of stuff. Because I'm sure if we looked into the future of when Vegito gifted those 20 subs, like immediately, if we looked into the future during that moment and saw that they were not going to follow through with that goal that they had, then we wouldn't have done it. Because it really felt like they ripped us off. So, hello, DA. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. So yeah, when it comes to like talking about things, I would really want to follow through with it as best as I can. Because again, like, I'm not perfect. I have, you know, goofed a time or two IRL, you know, it happens. But like, don't make it a habit. Like, yeah, stuff happens, but like, if it becomes a habit, it's like, oh, what are they calling it? They're calling it like time blindness, which is really stupid. Oops. Yeah, time blindness doesn't fucking exist. But also, the way they're using time blindness is to just cover the fact that they don't fucking care about other people. So, because time blindness, when people talk about it, it only goes in one direction. Have you noticed? Like, anytime it's like, oh, it's my time blindness, and they're always like 30 minutes late, 45 minutes late, an hour late. But it's never like, oh, I accidentally showed up early an hour. It's like, oh, I'm ahead by 15 minutes. Oops. You know, it's always the late and not the early when people talk about, oh, I have time blindness. It's just an excuse for people to be an asshole. That's why, if I'm going to be late, I will say I'm going to be late. Like, you know, a couple days ago, like, I anticipated being late today because of circumstances. So, but I am still here, and I started about half an hour ago. Where am I? I'm over here. So, yeah, if I'm gonna be late, I will tell you I'm going to be late. And, like, there are some times where I just kind of go MIA and don't stream. But sometimes it's like life kind of happens and it's like, you know, it happens. But I do my best. But, like, I don't say, like, oh, I'm gonna stream today, and then just not do it and not say anything. So, doing great. I am also doing, pretty good. I am also running on a small bag of chips and a prayer. Honestly, because I got up early. Because everyone needed showers. Everyone needed showers, had to get all that taken care of. Like, with 3 girls in the house and everyone needing showers, yeah, it was a little rough. But we got everyone ready. Went to Ellie's appointment, everything was fine, she's normal. So, everything's good. Bought tons of Switch games. Ooh, nice. Buy some violence? No, I don't buy violence. I already have it. So yeah, I take time management seriously. And I've also had friends who were just constantly late to things, just made up excuses all the time about not showing up places. It was just a pain in the butt to deal with. So I always got sick and tired of it, because, like, I had a family member who was constantly late to stuff. I think, my sister was, like, constantly late to stuff, like, all the time. And I know she watches my stream sometimes, so, just gonna let you in a little secret if you know or don't know. I don't know. I don't care right now. I did hear Mom and Dad say one time that, to make sure she is ready with the rest of us when we're leaving on a trip, they would tell her an earlier time than we were leaving, like by an hour. So, like, if we needed to be out the door by 10 a.m. to go on our trip, they would tell her 9 a.m. So that way she would be ready by 10 a.m. And I have heard many a story of people telling family members like that. Like, I've seen people, oh, my mom's that way. Oh, I have a sibling that's that way. It's like, yeah, it's stupid, honestly. Like, how in the hell do you not respect time? Just in general, for anyone. It's my view, because I take time management seriously. Because I have been around people who don't. I do remember, because, you know, my sister was, like, late to a lot of stuff. My dad always questioned why I didn't ride with her when it came to going to school. And the reason was, I didn't want to be late all the time like she was. because I was ready to go to school at 7:30 and she was lucky enough to walk out the door by 8:15, 5 minutes after the bell rings. So like she's lucky enough to even get to school at a decent time. Cause I'll let you in, she got a bunch of in-school suspensions from tardies. Cause a lot of those tardies add up. So this is life lesson of the day. Don't show up late. Do your best to manage your time and don't show up late constantly. How's pasta? Pasta is actually pretty good today. Pasta's pretty good. So, yeah. And also it irks me a lot because when people say a specific time to like, oh, we're gonna meet up at this time, I'm always like stupid early. Like, for example, let's say, oh, we need to meet at this place by 7 o'clock. I am there by 6:45 at least. Like, I'm always one to show up to, like, practices early. Always one to show up early to everything. So, yeah, you tell me, oh, we're gonna meet up at 7. I will be ready to go by 6:45. And sometimes I will just hang out until I see someone else. Because anxiety. It's like, yeah, I show up stupid early. Unless I know exactly what the place is. It's like, oh, we're gonna go to dinner at Applebee's at 7. It's like, alright, cool. I will show up early. And if it's like Applebee's and, you know, we're all hanging out, if I'm the first one there, I can go in and get us a table and, you know, get that set up if I know what I'm doing. But if it's like, oh, show up at 7 to this place that I have never been to before, I will wait until someone else shows up. I will just sit in the parking lot and I will wait till someone else shows up. It's just the kind of person I am. Yay. Finish. So, yeah, and it also bugs me when some streamers will announce like, hey, we're going live at this time, and then just constantly late by 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, and it's like, you literally said this specific time. You know, why? You know, why? It's just a thing that bugs me. It's one of my personal pet peeves. I'm gonna go that way. So, yeah, it's a personal pet peeve about, like, people showing up late. Because, like, people really do have the gumption to show up 15 minutes late like they own the place. There was a gal on TikTok I saw had the gumption to complain about a bad haircut when they only cut her bangs when she wanted like a full freaking cut, and had the gumption to take a video of herself crying and tell the story and post it online. But the real story was she showed up like 16 minutes late to her appointment, which is a big no-no when it comes to like appointments. Like, even if like they're running behind, you still gotta show up on your time. You know, like, oh, you have an appointment scheduled for 11:15. We were there by 11:05. You know, we were there 10 minutes early to get checked in and everything. Like, we waited forever, but like, you know, but like, yeah, a haircut is the same way. You know, I'm always showing up at like 15 minutes early. That's 10 minutes early. It's not that hard. So yeah, and because she was late, she couldn't get exactly what she wanted, and all they can do for her in the time that they had was cut her bangs. That's it. And she's complaining because of a mistake she made. Bruh. So, yeah, if you're late to a haircut appointment by like over 15 minutes, then it's your own fault, unless you have like a good excuse. But it's one of those, if you're going to be late that bad and you know ahead of time, that's when you like call. It's like, oh, hey, something came up, you know, or it's like an emergency happens, you know, like that's when you like call and be like, hey, I know it's last minute, but, and I know there's like cancellation fees sometimes depending on, you know. How in the hell do you guys do this? Can I get that back? No, Luigi got it. It's fine. No. Jump. No! Oh, I could have had that if I just jumped. If I didn't jump. It's fine. What was I? Oh yeah, like appointment times and everything. Yeah, like if unless like, you know, something happened, like an emergency, you know, and like they have like again, that 15 minutes. Like, I'm sure like a few minutes late because, oh, traffic was bad, like, or like, oh, hey, had to, you know, like if I'm driving, like if I'm making a long drive to my haircut appointment and I get stuck in like traffic and or like there's like a car wreck that they're trying to, you know, direct traffic and it's like, oh god, that's gonna set me back, you know, that's when I would be like, during like a lull, I'd be like, I'd call the salon and be like, hey, I have an appointment for this time. I may be late because there was a wreck and, you know, there's traffic and everything, so like that's just kind of like the sensible thing to do if you know you're going to be late. So, but there's so many people out there that I see that are constantly showing up late and it bugs me so bad. Yeah, and I know the elementary schools have, at least here in town, have put so much emphasis on attendance. And I think a lot of it is because, like, the parents don't freaking care to take their kid to school. You know, like, you know, everyone's like, oh, kids these days. Well, it's also the parents. Parents these days don't give a fuck. They're too soft. Honestly, a lot of parents nowadays are way too soft. And there's a lot of stuff that I see when it comes to... Oh shoot, I need to... One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Give me your star, please. Does Mario have one? I think he has one. Oh, he doesn't! What happened to his? I thought he had one. I thought he got the one that was over on that little island. Oh well. You know, it could have been anyone else, really. Oh well. There's only one pathway I haven't gone through, I think. I think the offshoot on the island I am on goes to Bowser. So I think we need to go left and hard left. Because that goes up there. But I am on a pathway to go see Boo. So I can take my star back if I want to. So yeah, like, you know, again, it's a lot of like, oh, kids these days. You know, it's not always the kid. Boom. Shakalaka. Yeah, like, parents these days are way too soft. Like, I will see, like, videos and TikToks of, like, parents actually freaking parenting their kids. And they will do it in the most sensible way. And for me, like, a sensible way is like, you know, consequences. Face the consequences of your actions. Like, actions have consequences. If you do something bad, your, you know, lack thereof reward, you know, should be a punishment, right? You know? Like, I will, you know, tell you, I know back then it's like, which is taboo now, which part of me kind of hates it in a way because it wasn't like necessarily inherently bad. Peach has my store. I'm gonna steal it back. Of like, you know, spanking your kids, right? Like, I was spanked as a kid. That's how I was disciplined. And sometimes it works for kids and sometimes it doesn't. Different kids require different methods of discipline. But what bugs me so bad is a parent will parent their kids normally, and there's like a video of it, and all of the comments will say, now that's gentle parenting. No. Parenting is parenting, point blank, period. There is no gentle parenting. There is no this, no that. Parenting is parenting. Yeah, parenting is parenting. And, you know, there's different, like, styles, like, be authoritative, you know, whatever. And they're like, oh, the gentle parenting that people are talking about is actually permissive parenting. Real gentle parenting is this. No, bullshit. The way I see it as a mom and as a parent is gentle parenting is the permissive parenting. That's what that is. Gentle parents are like, they're like, oh, gentle parenting is for gentle kids. No! Parenting is parenting. Because there's a whole freaking wide spectrum of parenting. It is just parenting. And then on one side, you have the permissive parenting where you let the kids run the show. And then you have the opposite end of the spectrum, which is just child abuse. And in the middle is just parenting. There is no gentle anywhere. Because, like, and I also saw another TikTok that a lot of parents like babies and not kids. Because babies, you don't have to parent babies. You just have to change their diaper and feed them. You know, and let them play until they're, like, discipline starts when, they start getting into things. They start rolling around. They start exploring. That's when parenting really starts. That's when you have to really begin the discipline. Because, like, hey, you know, like, my 6-month-old is crawling around. They're going to get into stuff. Like, how do I stop it? You redirect them and be like, no, that's bad. And you have to stick with it. You can't just be like, oh no, and then just let them keep doing it. No, there has to be like, oh, my baby keeps crawling towards the electrical outlet. Redirect them, tell them no, keep doing it. You have to stay with it. It is a lot of work, yes, but they will eventually understand, oh, that's bad, I keep getting moved, let's not go near there. Like, babies are a lot smarter than you think. Children are a lot smarter than you think. So, a lot of thing is like follow through. There has to be a lot of follow through. There we go. How come no one's really gone over here? So, yeah, if you ask me about gentle parenting, I will tell you it does not exist. Or at least the permissive parenting that people are like, oh, that's not real gentle parenting, it's permissive parenting. No. Gentle parenting and permissive parenting are the exact same in my eyes. Sorry, not sorry. That's just, you know, how I view it as a parent. And, you know, parenting is a wide freaking spectrum because, you know, different kids require different methods of parenting. So, that's just how I see it. That's my hot take. Because, you know, in the days of social media and the internet, everyone's in your business about everything. And it's like, oh, I'm sure. And there's also a lot of stuff too. People are really hateful towards moms. Because, like, I will see a clip of a mom sitting down, like, on her phone or something for maybe, like, a moment. And then her kids are being all crazy and she has to go take care of them, you know? And it's like, that's just a little fraction of what we see, but people are like, oh, she's lazy and sits on her ass all day. Like, no, that's just like a little blip of what we see in her day. And it's like, yeah, sometimes I am guilty of like sitting on my butt all day, but sometimes, you know, sometimes you just don't want to do anything. But like, if someone saw like a video of me yelling at my kids, you know, sometimes I hardcore yell at them. Sometimes, I will admit, sometimes I do hardcore yell at them. But that only happens when I have repeated myself like 50 times. Because, you know, ask any other mom, they will tell you, you know, sometimes like the kids only listen when you yell. And there will be some smart asses being like, oh, you're the one that conditioned them to do that. But no, the other psychology behind it is like, mom is the safe space. The default parent, I have seen the term. And it's like they're around mom all the time. They're around whatever parent is home the most. Which, in a typical household, it's usually mom. Mom is the comfort one. So they are the most wild and out there with mom, or with, you know, the default parent, whoever is home the most with them. So, like, you know, it can get really crazy. And again, I have hardcore yelled at my kids before. They're not scared of me. You know, they still hang out with me. They're still up my butt. So, like, yelling at them ain't gonna hurt them. But, like, if you took a video of me, like, hardcore yelling at my kids and posted it to the internet, I guarantee you, like, 90% of the reactions would be like, oh my god, she yells at them all the time. She's so abusive, she yells at the kids all the time. You know, like, that would be what people would do. Because they see a tiny little fraction of someone's day. But no one sees, you know, getting up with the kids. No one sees cooking their meals. No one sees, you know, helping them with whatever activity they're doing. Like, no one sees the go outside and play with them. No one sees that. They only see whatever is on the internet and just assume that little fraction is the entire day. And it's far from the truth. So, yeah, I've got strong feelings about parenting. I have very strong feelings about it as a parent, because my oldest is 11. My youngest is 5. So it's like, I got 2 kids. I know the struggles sometimes. I also see like, oh, difference between a boy mom and a girl mom. Girls are so easy. No! No, children are hellions. Just children. Doesn't matter, boys, girls. It's all in the personality. It's all in the personality. And my kids get wild sometimes. But that's okay. But right now, they are fairly contained and coloring right now. So, because they want to. So. But also, I have strong feelings about being a mom too, because everyone's so quick to judge a mother about being a mother. Like, everyone's so quick about it. And like, here's the thing, like, a mom takes the kids to the grocery store. And there will be tons of comments about like, oh, you have your hands full. You have your hands full, don't you? And it's like, someone contain her kids. Someone get them to stop yelling if they're being a pain in the butt. But then when a dad does it, dad takes the kids out without mom. Then they're like praise, oh, look at him being a good dad. Look at him being good for the kids. Look at him doing something nice. When it's the same thing that mom does. Also, this is one thing that Vegito hates. Is like a dad, you know, goes out with his children, right? Could be go to the grocery store, could be going to whatever store, could be, you know, just he's out running errands with the kids. And there will be comments like, oh, is dad babysitting today? No, dad's being a parent. He's not babysitting, he's being a parent. Which that's one of his, like, pet peeves about, like, you know, being out with children. Ugh, I stretched. It was a good stretch. So, yeah, and it's like, if you ever see, like, a parent out with their kids, like, don't make comments. You know, like, don't assume. It's like, I have had times where my, you know, young children were throwing a bunch of fits all throughout the store, and I see it all the time, too, about a whole bunch of kids throwing fits at, like, Walmart. But it's like, you know, I sympathize, I empathize with that, because, like, I've been there. I have been there, 100%. So, it's like, I've dealt with the tantrums. I have dealt with, you know, the crying, the whining. I've dealt with it. I was also a child. I was a child once. Okay, Riley. Weep. There you go. So, yeah, that's just like my whole stance on, you know, parenting. Because, like, the way society is, like, people are complaining about, like, the birth rate being low, but then these same people complaining about the birth rate being low are the same ones that love to shit on mothers. I'll tell you that much. Because, like, I don't care if people want to be child-free. I don't care. People can do whatever they want with their lives. But I've seen the saying, you are entitled to a child-free life. You are not entitled to a child-free world. Children are everywhere. They're learning how to be adults. So how can a child learn how to be an adult if they can't go out in the world? And also I see a lot of people, you know, being a parent is their entire being and can't do anything without the kids. Like, oh, they get invited to, like, this party or wedding that is child-free. And they're the ones that are like, oh, but can we take our kids? We can't find a babysitter. And they haven't even tried. Or, like, they don't actively start looking until, like, a few days before, and they can't find one. And then be like, oh, well, we couldn't find a babysitter, we have to take our kids. And then you're taking your children to a child-free event, and you're stuck having to, like, rein them in. And it's like, if, you know, if we were to get invited to a child-free event, we would plan ahead of time and find the proper babysitters for our children so we can go. Like, it's not that hard. It is literally not that hard. You know, and it's like, I love my children. I love doing activities with my children. I mean, we went swimming on 4th of July with both kiddos, and it was really fun. And sometimes, like, you know, we leave the kids at grandma's. They have a fun time at grandma's. And, like, you know, Vegito and I will go out and, you know, just hang out on our own. And it's nice, you know? And it's like, I hate how people just make it their everything. And I understand some people are forced to be everything because they don't have the village. Some people, like, don't have the village because, like, it takes a village to raise children, and it really does. And I understand some people may not have that village. But, like, I'm talking about the ones who do have said village and still make it about, you know, still make their entire lives about the kids. That's what I mean. Because, like, being a mom is not someone's entire personality. And I'm the biggest advocate in, like, trying to find, you know, yourself after having kids. Like, you are still a human. You still have your own separate personality outside of being a mom. And, like, you know, the science is like, oh, mothers are constantly interrupted all the time. And I think you guys, maybe there's like a big difference between like some of the streams throughout this school year, because a lot of it I was by myself for. I'm not quite as interrupted as I was with the kiddos at home, which, you know, it's whatever. Kids are home. I gotta keep an eye on them. They gotta do their own thing. But there are a lot of times if both kids are home, I have to mute the mic constantly to talk to them. Aw, I don't think I got anything. Give me that, please. No, I wanted that. Ah, it's fine. I don't think I got a single coin out of that. Well, I did apparently. Let me guess, one? Yeah! A singular coin. So, yeah, like, I've known people who their entire being is just, I am mom, and I love being mom. I do this for my kids, I do that for my kids, and that's all they ever talk about. And it's like, what do you do? What are your hobbies? Like, who are you before mom? How can you, you know, rediscover that, essentially? So, and it's like, who I am now is, you know, who I was before being mom, you know? Being mom is an addition to my, you know, lifestyle, not just a replacement for my lifestyle. Does that make sense? I think that made sense in my brain. I need to go up, because it's those two, I think. That ain't happening, it's fine. So, yeah. And again, people have, you know, different takes on parenting. As long as you're not just letting the kids get away with literally everything and you're not abusing them, I think you're doing a good job. And it's something I need to tell myself constantly, because I have doubts all the time on whether or not I'm doing a good job. So, because even like this June, I was all over the place. It's all over the place with summer ball, with softball, t-ball, everything, running around with like a chicken with my head cut off. And there was another mom that was kind of in the same situation I was. And also, on top of that, my husband is over the road. You know, he drives essentially regional. He's home every weekend, but he's not home every single night. So there were a lot of times where it's like, I'm doing all of this by myself. You know, and it's like, I don't have family immediately in town. I don't have the help immediately in town. So, you know, I do a lot of it by myself. And there was this other mom, you know, we were chatting and I mentioned like, yeah, I, you know, got one in softball, one in t-ball, and, you know, and I'm running around a lot and doing it by myself. And I remember she told me, you're doing a good job. And just hearing that from, like, essentially a stranger, you know, like, warmed my heart. Because sometimes it's like, I can hear, like, compliments from people that I've known for a long time. And it's like, yeah, whatever. You know, like, whatever. But then hearing it from, like, a complete stranger, you know? It's like getting compliments. I remember compliments, like, on my hair so many times from various, like, fast food workers, Sonic car hops. Like, oh, I love your hair! You know, like, it's just, you know, here existing and curly. So, and it's like, just random compliments you'll remember. Like, hell, Allie will, you know, the kiddos will compliment whatever, because we were, you know, scheduling her next appointment for next year, and the receptionist was typing and she had really cool nails and Allie complimented her nails. And I'm sure she will remember that for a while. People remember compliments. So, what's happening? I've lost track of what is happening. I don't think I wanted that. I don't like it, but I can live with it. I think this one. Yeah. See, look at my brain power. I'm smart. I'm smarticles. Finish. I feel like that just aged me entirely. Because I used to say that a lot when I was a kid. Yeah, that's totally smarticles. Awesome socks. Cool beans. Oh man, I'm old. That's okay. Honestly, in the grand scheme of things, I ain't that old. I'm not that old. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Give me your star on Luigi. Oh no. It's chance time. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. I appreciate your donation, Luigi. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Everything's fine, don't worry. Everything is a-okay, all hunky-dory. I love the sport theme. It's so good. It's so good. I love Eternal Star. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites. I think I ranked it real high on my tier list I did a couple years ago. Maybe I should do another Gauntlet run. Maybe I should do another one and update it and compare. Because that was, like, Gauntlet Run was really fun. But also, going back and, like, watching old VODs is kind of crazy. Because, for context, Blue has been playing Xenoblade 2. And she's at, like, certain spots of the game. And I'm like, I wonder what blades I had. Because, like, it's real easy. Because, like, for, like, at least one, your party is your party. Nothing really changes. And, like, I know, you know, whatever. It's just, like, what characters people used and everything. Well, it was Xenoblade 2 and the gacha system. My playthrough could be different than your playthrough. Hell, my first playthrough was a little different than my second playthrough. Not by much, because I still pulled Cosmos in Chapter 5. That remained the same. But, nice. But, like, other than that, I had, like, different blades that I had. You know, different blades through different areas of the game and who I pulled when and all that. So, like, that's always gonna be, you know, different. And comparing it to, like, what Blue's got going on, it's like it's like, oh, hey, I have my stream. You know, I streamed Xenoblade 2, so it's like I can, you know, I can go find that playlist and reference my playthrough compared to hers. But then going back and watching old VODs, I got jump scared. a couple times, and I checked the date on when I streamed whatever, you know, VOD it was, and it was before the potential downfall of a friendship, because I saw, you know, an old name that I haven't like seen in a long time. It's like, oh shit, yeah, that's right. That's right. They were in chat quite a bit. Oh, that's Bowser. So it was almost like a jump scare of someone who ended the friendship very ended the friendship very poorly. We'll describe it that way. This one ain't happening. Unless... Ooh, come on! We can do it! We can do it! We can do it! Saved it. We saved it. But yeah, also just kind of... Anytime you, like, look back on anything, and especially with, like, friendships that have ended, like, very poorly, and, like, tragically, you always get, like, jump scared when you, like, look back on the old stuff that they were a part of. And it's like, oh yeah, that's right. Because I see it in my memories a lot, like Time Hop, Facebook memories. I see it there a lot when I was... Because I saw one of my memories, I think yesterday, of I was supposed to be roommates with this friend, supposed to be college roommates with this friend, and then stuff got shifted around at the last minute and I wasn't told anything and yada 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 yada. That was a whole freaking mess. But yeah, I was supposed to be college roommates with this person, and this person, you know, was a friend. I consider them a close friend, but then I was not treated very well. And this is also the same friend who pretty much complained about her own problems after I told her my dad died. So it's the same person. And seeing that, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. We were supposed to be roommates. We were supposed to be roommates. And it's one of those, it's like, I will act cordial, you know? I will act cordial and civil when it comes to, you know, relationships like that that have ended poorly. Or that have kind of been on the decline for a while. So, like, that's, you know, that's just being civil. Finish! So, yeah, seeing that, and then, like, going back to, like, old VODs and seeing people in chat that I don't see anymore. Or just, like, really, you know, bitterness. Because I was, one of the VODs I checked, I was talking about being really hyped for an event coming up that this person was hosting, and it just made me really sad because of the way things turned out in the end. It's like, man, if only I knew. Oh, that... Okay. Alright. So... But yeah, of course, hindsight is 20/20. That's just how it is. We always think of better solutions for things after the fact, but that's okay. So... Yeah, but also it's like that's the price of going back through old VODs and seeing people that don't follow me anymore. Because, yeah, I can see who unfollows, and yeah, it'll give me a difference on, like, who just unfollowed and who had their account taken down. Also, I got a comment on, one of my YouTube VODs, the other day, and, I'm not gonna, like, name the user. I mean, it's real easy to go through one of the latest VODs, find one with, like, a comment. And this is just kind of like a what not to do. I don't care if people find my content organically and they are also a content creator and are up for like a collaboration. You know, like I don't care if people want to collaborate on something. I'm always down to figure something out. I know my laptop's kind of shitty at times, but I'm always down to figure something out. The thing is, things can be hashed out privately, and if I want to, anyone who asks to collaborate, I will always do a vibe check. And if you don't pass my vibe check, then the answer is a no, because why would I want to work with someone who doesn't pass my vibe check? Yeah, I got a comment on one of my Mario Party VODs. And, in their whole message, they said something about, like, loving the videos and were wanting to collab and to let them know whatever. And I did a vibe check on their content. It was okay. My biggest thing is, like, bro never talked. Like, bro never, like, talks in, like, his, you know, Mario Party stuff. Because I, you know, checked him out and everything. Because, again, I do a vibe check. I do, like, an extensive vibe check. So, yeah, I checked out the content, checked out streams, YouTube videos, everything. And there was, like, no commentary. And for one, I feel like, as a streamer, if I'm gonna do a collab, I need to be talking to you. I need to figure out if our energies are good together. That's what I gotta figure out. And then also in their message, they left a heart. They left a heart emoji. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Give me your star. And it's like, colors have meaning. I've always experienced hearts have meaning, like the colors of the hearts have meaning, and even just like, it also really depends on who is talking to me. Like, I always get a little weirded out by red hearts from men. If I am getting messages from men leaving red hearts, that immediately sends red flags in my brain. But, like, if you're just using my emotes in, like, whatever, you know, different kinds of contexts, you know, context matters. If I've known you for a while, I'm cool with whatever. You know, like, but that's if I know you. If I don't know you, this is my first time interacting with you, and, you drop a heart, you know, the flags are gonna be waving. And, no. The answer will be no. Like, if another woman reaches out to me and, you know, leaves a comment somewhere and they drop a heart. Also, most women that I have seen just all throughout will use different colored hearts. Some will use pink, some will use purple, some will use green, some will use blue, and, you know, whatever. Like, they'll use, like, different colored hearts, you know. If they just like, hey, you know, like a hey girly, not the hey girly message, but like, hey, you know? So it's like, yeah, the context matters so much. And I pay real close attention to the context. Like, if a random man that I do not know messages me and drops a red heart, that shows me that, like, I don't know, especially because they said, oh, I love your Mario Party videos. And it's like, if you love my Mario Party videos and you watch the VODs a lot, you'll know I talk about my husband a lot. Like, I am married, and I feel like leaving any, like, a man leaving any kind of heart in a direct message to a woman, especially if they're in a relationship or married, it's kind of strange, especially when you don't know. So, yeah, I don't know if they'll see this, I don't know, but, yeah, it's just, and it's like, I'm sure people are good dudes out there, you know, it's just a little strange to me. I will not lie. I am probably not the right collaborator for you. And, like, the reason for, like, the vibe check, and I always do it when I rate someone new, too. Oh my fucking god! I lost my stars to Luigi, and now I lost another star. Today is just not my day, yes. What turn are we on? 26. Okay, we're halfway. It's probably after I'll take a break and eat some snacks, because I am in need of some food, because all I had is a bag of chips. I'm so upset over losing that star, too. So I got my stars traded away. They're all in Luigi's pocket. But yeah, I do the vibe check just to know if it'll be something that I am comfortable with. And, like, you know, people enjoy different kinds of content, which is totally okay. But I also enjoy something that you guys don't, and I don't enjoy something you guys do, and that's totally okay. Everyone is different, and that is totally okay. But yeah, I did a vibe check, and it just... like, the actual content and gameplay of the Mario Party was good, and it was, you know, they you know, play with hard computers all the time, they play, you know, and it's like, in terms of gameplay, it would be a really good collaboration. It's just, I don't know. Wow, I felt like I followed the lines really good there, and I got an 86. But the last time, it was a Bob-omb, and I felt like I followed the lines like garbage, and I got it near perfect. What the heck, game? Anyway, like, in terms of gameplay, you know, we'd probably mesh very well. But the problem is, if I don't know how you talk and what you're interested in, and... you know, like, commentary style, then I wouldn't know what the rapport would look like. You know, I don't know if we would get along. I don't know if I'd have to, like, you know, lift the proverbial, what is the shortest pathway out there? Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's the shortest pathway to where I need to go. Hello, Laura. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Stuck at work extra long today? Oh no! That's sad. I know my husband had a long day yesterday. He's already having a long day today. So I can understand it. But yeah, like, if, you know, like, different creators, you know, come to me with like, hey, do you want to collab? And if I don't know you, I will do a vibe check. Like, I mean, I collabed with Blue. Was that last year? Yeah, that was last year, 2025. Yeah, we played Portal 2 together. But we had already, you know, talked a fair bit, we got to know each other, and it's one of those, like, if she asks to play a game with me, I'm always like, yes, because we have really good chemistry together. Like, Human Fall Flat. That's really fun with her. Because she is the ramp, and I try to do things as straightforward, not straightforward, but like I try to do things as intended. Because like, yes, a puzzle game. I need to solve the puzzle, and Blue is the Brawn, where she just like ramp. She just brute forces everything, which is funny, and it creates a really cool dynamic. And Blue flunked the vibe check! Oh, man. Honestly, with Portal 2, my laptop flunked the vibe check. I'm gonna be real. Because my laptop, doesn't like it when... Okay, here's a really good recent example. You know when Blue had her internet problems, and she was on the other internet? and she was playing Super Battle Golf, and her ping was really bad, and her ball kept glitching and everything. That was how my laptop is normally. Like, I could have the best internet in the world, but like, if I play a game on Steam and I try to stream it at the same time, my laptop does not like it. There are a handful of games where my laptop doesn't like it when I play games anyway. But for the most part, like, if I try to stream a Steam game, on like a PC game, and, you know, if I try to stream a PC game, my laptop does not like it, because I remember I tested it one day. Portal 2 had a big old conniption. I was lagging so bad, and I felt really bad about it, too. Because, like, I was moving 2 frames per sometimes, and it was just rough, like, the further in we got. And then, after whatever day we stopped, I, you know, didn't stream. I booted up the game, and I did single player for a tiny bit on Portal 2. Ran like a dream. The game ran beautifully when I wasn't trying to stream it at the same time. So, again, oops. So, yeah, that's why I am attempting to, like, save some money, or I have it up on my throne about a new laptop, just kind of a newer laptop, so I don't have to worry about, like, a whole bunch of, like, files and space for stuff, or just, like, a second computer would be really nice. Like, ideally, you know, just build a PC, but it's like, that's expensive in and of itself. So, yeah, that's why because, like, and also if I get, like, a second computer, that opens up a little bit too, where I can do a little bit more. I can find ways to, like, do art streams again, you know, or, you know, play PC games, do more collabs, you know? So, can I have my star back? Thank you. Just earning back the star I lost earlier. Alright. Now the fun part. So, yeah, my laptop, it doesn't like a handful of things. That's why last year, on my birthday, we just did Gartic Phone, and my laptop handled it pretty okay. So if it's just like a simple little browser game, I think my laptop's good with it. But like you know, a full-on Portal 2, not so much. And I will, like, change the settings on my laptop, too. Like, my laptop barely runs Peak. So I ain't even gonna think about streaming Peak. Because my laptop barely runs it. Even if I turn down all the settings, it barely runs it. So, yeah, there's a lot of times I wish I had a better computer. But, you know, such is life. I deal with what I got. So, yeah, computer, blow yourself up. Yes, it needs to be blown up. But yeah, anytime it comes to, like, collaboration or finding someone to raid, I always do a vibe check. And that, I feel like that's helpful with, like, a lot of different things. Just always do a vibe check. Vibe checks are super important. And it's like, again, like, I can find someone else that plays Mario Party by themselves all the time. And, but, like, if they don't, like, talk very much during it, you know, it's just whatever. Because, like, Mario Party is just one of those, I have played so much of it. It's really easy to shut my brain off and just talk while playing the game and, you know, not worry about a lot of stuff because I have played so much of it. It's like, yeah, I can get competitive with it, or I can just yap the entire time. At this point, I'm like, you know what? Let's go Luigi, because whoever, was it Peach or Mario? I don't know who was in charge of that chance time, but my stars got traded away to Luigi, and I had 6 of them. Wii. So, yeah, like... But yeah, with the one guy that was, you know, that left a YouTube comment, it's still there, so... it's one of the Mario Party 3 videos I did. I think it was the last Mario Party 3, one I played, where he left a comment about, like, you know, love your Mario Party videos, I'm down to collab, and it's like they left the red heart there, too. And, yes, they are male, because, again, I did an extensive vibe check. I looked through their YouTube, looked through their Twitch, and, like, again, in terms of gameplay, it, you know, passed my vibe check, but, like, there was zero commentary. Like, I was scrumming through a lot of videos, and there was, like, zero commentary anywhere, even on, like, the latest stuff. So it's like, with no commentary, how do I know if we're gonna be a good fit if we don't, like, bounce off each other, you know? So, that's one of those where it's like, no. Also, the heart bugged me a little bit. Because I've had past experiences with people leaving me red hearts, and they know I'm married, so it's like, eh. Hello, Johnny! Hello, hello! Welcome in, hope you're having a good day. I have a cream soda Dr. Pepper, so I think my day's okay. So... We're not doing so hot, because chance time. But that's okay, there is plenty of time. Oh, I said I was gonna take a break like 5 turns ago. Like, quite literally 5 turns ago, I said I was gonna take a break and I forgot. I just got caught. Just got to talking. Happens a lot. Especially in the Midwest. Have you ever heard of the Midwest goodbye? My husband is super guilty of that. So that candy, sassy. Yeah, the Midwest goodbye. Ugh. Yeah, my husband is very guilty of that. Because there have been times where, like, we'll leave his parents' house and... Oops, I'm bumping into my mic like crazy, I'm so sorry. There's times where we are trying to leave his parents' house and it's like, well, time to go. Like, that's the indicator, though. Welp! And the hands on the thighs, ready to get up. Welp! But then you still sit there for another, like, 10 minutes while your wife and children are right by the door, waiting for you to leave. And then another few minutes go by, and the wife and children are in the vehicle and it's started, and you're still on the couch talking to your parents. And then another, like, 5-10 minutes go by and you're finally by the door, still talking to your parents. Yes, I am speaking from experience. This has happened before. Or sometimes if you send in, you know, if you send him in to, like, go grab something. This is why he sends me in for, like, the quick stuff. I will not chat up whoever. If you send in Vegito in, like, a convenience store or something, he will get caught talking to whoever. He will chat with whoever. And it's like, bro, I just want to go. He's just so nice. And that's just like people over here in the Midwest too. You know, just talk to a lot of different kinds of people, especially when we were in Kansas City a couple months ago. Nice. I'm just a simple man, and the only time I use a heart is if I'm double tapping a message to like something. Yep, exactly. That is pretty good right there. You stand up, get ready to leave, then the conversation switches topics, and you sit back down. Yep. 100%. I think I did it again, too. Oops, I did it again. I play with your heart. Got lost in the game. Oh, baby, baby. Anyway. I promise, after this turn, because, I don't feel the need to go to the bathroom, but I probably should. I'm also in desperate need of a snack. Because I said earlier, I am running on chips and a prayer. Because, Allie's doctor's appointment, while everything went well, we waited quite a while because they were backed up quite a bit. So, yeah, they were backed up quite a bit. And we were really hungry, but it was like we need to get on the road and get home because her doctor is the next town over. So we stopped by a convenience store right after and got like some chips for the road home. So yeah, all I got is just one of them like small bags of the Ruffles cheddar and sour cream and a cream soda Dr. Pepper. The Midwestern Stream intermission, yes, totally. It 100% is. 100% is. Ugh. So yeah, if anything, I need a snack more than anything, and I may have another trip to the grocery store in my future. Oh shit! I even had my controller oriented the way I normally do for this minigame, and I still hit the wrong button, because I'm like, oh, A is this one. No. I usually do not get A and B mixed up. I'm usually really good about it, but that time my brain just like short-circuited, and it's like, nope, you are hitting the wrong button right now. Even going from like the Switch controller to the PS5 controller, I'm usually pretty good at like, hey, this is this controller. This is where I need my this is where I need my hands for the buttons. I'm usually really good about it. But sometimes a little blip like that happens. Okay, now. Okay, for realsies. Not gonna make that mistake again. For realsies, we're gonna take our break. We're going to get up, stretch, go to the bathroom, grab a snack, do whatever it is you need to do, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back. Okay, so we're back. You want to know why we took an unexpected longer break? Because there's almost a major oopsie. And I was debating, like, oh, I have time. No, I don't have time. I'd rather do it now. So that's when I did it. Our electric bill was due today. Like the past due or whatever, because you have like until a certain point. You have to like a certain point, and like the day it's like, hey, you have to have this paid by 5 p.m. today. And I looked at the time and saw how many turns I had left. I'm like, actually, I probably ought to go do that now. So I ran and paid my electric bill really quick. Because I think you guys would also like to have my lights on, because if I don't have electricity, I can't stream. So I think it's in the benefit of everyone that I pay my electric bill. So that is what happened. That is exactly what happened. So and like it really didn't take very long. Because there's no one there, I just dropped my check off and left. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Give me your star. So, yeah. Welcome back. Yeah, the most Midwestern break in history. It really was. Because I did literally everything normal during my break. I got up, you know, did everything in my spiel, went to the bathroom, I grabbed a snack, and right before I sat down to get started again, well, sometimes I grab the mail, and I grabbed the mail, and I looked at the bills, and then I had the realization of, oh shit, the electric bill is due today. And that's when I looked at the time, I looked at how many turns I had left, and that was when the debate began. I was like, oh, I have time. No, I'd be pushing it if I continued stream, because Eternal Star does take a little longer. So nice. So that's when I'm like, I probably ought to go take care of that now. So that way it is paid, so I don't accidentally go until 5 or end at like 4:50 and only have 10 minutes to go pay a bill. So I just went and took care of it now. Because I just forgot. Anyway. That was my break. That was what happened. Thank you for all the links, Johnny. Can I have a snack too? Sure. Got a quote for that. Dang, I can't find it. B is just a fancy way of hitting A. Yep. That is true, and thank you for all the links. Our goals, I always forget the goals. Our follower goal is to read some kind of fan fiction. We are almost there. And our sub goal, if we hit 15 subs by the end of August, which is the end of next month, I will do a run of Xenoblade 1 where I will have Glorious Future Charla. It'll be really fun, hilarious, and we can talk about Xenoblade lore all we want. It'll be fun. And then Coda, check out my friends, Blue and Gihan. They write an amazing story. It's called Crown of the Alchemist. There are 2 books. I need to catch up reading. I am still in the middle of book 1. But a lot of my hesitation on book 1 probably stems a lot from I was a beta reader. So I know a lot about book 1. I know book 2 has changed a fair bit, so I think I'd be more apt to sit down and read book 2. How many coins do I have? I have a lot. I'm gonna be on the chopping block. He dropped me. But yeah, check them out. They're really awesome. Really awesome at storytelling. And yeah, they're awesome. They're my friends, and they do good stuff. So if you want to support me, support my friends too. Yay! She can send them through DM. Ah, yes, the snacks. Yeah, the friends. I think as I was pulling into well, every so often, Allie will just say out of the blue that Blue is a good friend. And you know what? Yes, she is a very good friend. Everyone needs a friend like Blue. Or hell, like One Piece, everyone needs a Bon Clay in their lives, man. Because, yeah, Bon Clay was the MVP of Impel Down, no questions. Oh, she is definitely bold. This also changes the warp course. So all that time memorizing the paths we were on, it is all for naught. The only 2 that stay the same are these first 2. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, we've been watching a lot of One Piece, my husband and I. I know I saw, Johnny, I saw your comment in the Discord about, like, any baseball. It's like, no, I'm so sad. I haven't watched any baseball. I was watching a lot of softball when the Women's College World Series was going on. And then, you know, my kids were playing ball. I catch a lot of, like, baseball highlights on TikTok. So, like, I know a lot of stuff going on. I haven't really sat down to watch any games, which makes me really sad. I also feel like baseball availability has diminished greatly because you have to have like 500 different subscriptions to watch one baseball game, and it's really dumb. So, but I think when it comes to like playoff baseball, I'll probably watch more. So. Oh, excuse me. I did say I'm too scared to go that way. Because that way could go to Bowser. I didn't see what warp course it was, so I don't know. Yeah, I do have a cream soda Dr. Pepper, and for whatever reason, Dr. Pepper makes me burp like crazy. Without fail, ever since I was a kid. If I need to like burp, I will drink Dr. Pepper. That one moved. So, you'll have to excuse me if I burp.
Finish.
And I know, like, oh, the trend is like, oh, chug a Sprite and you get, like, the most demonic burps in existence. I feel like that's Dr. Pepper for me. But I have also never tried to, chug a Sprite before. I don't think I've ever once tried to chug a Sprite. I think my husband has, and ooh, man, it was a treat. Like Dr. Thunder from Walmart. I haven't had Dr. Thunder in a long time. So I know, like some friends would have Dr. Thunder. I think one time, like my cousins had Dr. Thunder at their place, or like kind of like the off-brand pop. But like more often than not, if I'm getting pop, I am getting the name brand. I'm getting the name brand pop. It's more worth it, honestly. I also remember Vegito once said that Dr. Thunder was too cherry. It had too much cherry compared to like regular Dr. Pepper. And Dr. Pepper has kind of like this innate cherry flavor, which is why cherry Dr. Pepper tastes really good. I'm gatekeeping. Successfully gatekept. Do it again. Aw. Oh no, Luigi! Aw. Trying. Being aggressive. B. Aggressive. B. E. Aggressive. B. E. A-G-G-R-E-S-S-I-V-E. B. Go away. No! I told you to go away! That's not going away! Leave. This is fine. This is the prime opportunity. Wow, that could not have worked out any better! Bananas and Sprite challenge! Mr. Pibb Cherry Cola? I think yes. I do like Mr. Pibb. I will tell you that much. I do like Mr. Pibb. I don't see it around my neck of the woods anymore. I see it very rarely within Kansas. When I was a kid, it used to be everywhere. But now I think Mr. Pibb's more southern. I think you see it more in the south. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so that goes over here. I'm scared of going that way. Nice. I see Koopa, and you hardly ever see him on this board, because he ain't here. 20 coins! Thank you. But yeah, I used to drink Mr. Pibb a lot when I was little. Okay, so here's another pop. I think it was kind of an offshoot of, like, Mountain Dew. Some may remember, some may not. Anyone remember, like, Vault? It came in, like, this, like, squiggly bottle. It looked like Mountain Dew. And it was one of those that was, like, made for, like, gaming or something. Anyone remember that? I drank that a lot as a kid. Because I would go to one of my local convenience stores, because we had, like, 2 of them, I think. And, one of them would have Vault, and I would go to the convenience store, get a bottle of Vault, get like some candy, and then like on my bike ride home. Anyone remember that? You don't remember? Yeah, it was like in a green bottle. It was very squiggly, and it looked like Mountain Dew. Haha. If you rock, eat, rock 27 rock, ha, 27 ha rocks, haha, pasta in my soup, you know? Excuse me? Lord, did you malfunction? What? Or is this a reference I don't understand? I think my brain short-circuited reading that. Okay. Chance time. Sorry, I'm like constantly shifting around. Chance time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Give me your star. What? Who? No, I don't want your phone call. I'm busy right now. I don't even know who or what it is, but if it's important, they'll leave me a voicemail. That's a normal question. I mean, you know, is a totally normal question, you know? Birthday is near. It is! 9 days! I still don't know what I want to do. Also, how I feel about my birthday, it's one of those where I don't want to, like, not do something. I don't want my birthday to be a regular day. And, like, I know some people are like, oh, holidays and birthdays are just regular days. It doesn't mean anything special. Well, it's special to me. But it's like, sometimes I just don't have the means to make it special. And it's just like, man. So it's like, I want to do something nice. Maybe I should have gone that way. I don't know. Well, there goes that. Yep. Pizza party. Pizza, pizza. I mean, can't go wrong. I will pick up the stuff for... I think I want to do cupcakes. Cupcakes are just real nice and easy to just do. So I think I'm gonna do cupcakes, and I'm gonna pick up the stuff for it this weekend. So I'll get like a box of cake mix and get some frosting and did work on my cupcakes next week. Because last year, I had a vision. I had a vision for last year where I did some color theory shenanigans and turned pink strawberry frosting into purple. Thank you! So, I may do the same thing again this year, because it was really fun to do some, like, color theory stuff. And the thing is, the frosting, it turned out really good. It was a really good shade of purple. But the camera, it looks better. It looked better in person than it did in pictures, because in pictures and the lighting that I had, it looked really gray. And I'm like, no! It looks better with your actual eyes instead of in a camera lens. Excuse me. I'm over here now. Hooray. Pizza party. I don't like people looking at me, so I try to do stuff from birthday. And that's totally fair. You know, like, and like, I don't want to do like anything extremely extravagant. I'm not the person who would be like, ah, yes, I have to celebrate my birthday for the entire month. I'm not like that at all. Like, I don't, like, when I was a kid, and especially now, like, I don't, count the days to my birthday until July 4th, because that is 2 weeks away, and a lot of it is, from my mom's birthday, because my mom's birthday was July 4th, so we'd always get through my mom's birthday and 4th of July, and then from then on, it's like, okay, now I can count the days until my birthday, and we have 8 days. Took the entire month to be born? Dang. Some people. For some people.
Start.
Oh, come on, come on. Don't mess up on me now. Please, no, 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 no. Get God, thank you. Whew. That was rough. Here's a question of the day. Say something positive. I think my positive thing is my birthday's coming up. Am excited. I mean, I'll be 31, which honestly, right now, my birthdays really aren't a big deal until I hit the F years. Once I hit the F years, then it's like, okay. Because, my oldest brother is in his 40s. My other brother will turn 40 this year, so I'm gonna give him a lot of shit, as well as everyone else. But, like, I'm barely, I say barely 30. I'm, like, you know, almost 31. So, last year was a bigger deal because it was the 30th, but I played Gartic Phone with friends. And have you ever seen JT's stream? You see like the little tiny Tessa in like the corner of like his game feed. You'll see like the little tiny Tessa, and that, I want to say that came from Gartic Phone. I think it was like something like Kerbessa, and it like devolved into like the tiniest Tessa, and I think Xochi did that. And it was, it's just so funny that he just has that in the corner.
Ready?
I love it so much. It gives me life. Because for one, it helps ease my debilitating fear of being forgotten. I wouldn't say debilitating, but I have a pretty big fear of being forgotten. And again, I understand like jokes and stuff, but like legitimately like people forgetting who I am or forgetting I exist and not, you know, hanging out with me and everything. Because I have been forgotten a couple times growing up, and it's not fun. So, but yeah, the little tiny Tessa came from my birthday stream last year, and it was really, really fun. And it's just really fun to hang out with friends, honestly. And it's like, I want to do that more, but sometimes like life is so busy. Life is just super busy. And like, adult friendships are hard. Because like, you know, everyone, you know, has their own schedule. It's hard to find time, you know, that overlaps and everything. And especially when I've got kids, you know, gotta have my own schedules and everything, and their schedules, and so. I didn't know there were years devoted to effing. I mean, when you think about it, the F years span 2 whole decades. Why? Because, well, you have, you know, you're single digits until you hit 10 years old. Then you're double digits for the rest of your life. Then you hit 13, then 16, then 18, and then 20's an awkward one. Because 20, you're, you know, in your 20s, you're a legal adult, but you can't drink yet, because that's 21. 21's the next big thing. And then I think 25 is when you can rent a car. And then 30 is a big one. And then after 30 is 40. That begins the F years. 40 begins the F years, and you're in the F years until you hit 60. Hopefully I don't die right after 60 like my mom did, but then little dark humor there slipped out, sorry. It happens, okay? Both my parents are dead, so you'll have to excuse my dark humor. Oh no, Luigi! What a typo! What a typo, Johnny, no! I have the power to delete it and you can try again. I can't forget you. You're one of the OG homies. Your keyboard betrayed you. Top 10 anime betrayals. Johnny's keyboard. 25, my brain gets fully developed. Yeah. I got another 3 months. 3 months. So your birthday's in October? Because 3 months from now is October. I like birthdays, and, you know, I like learning about my friends, and once I, like, learn a birthday, I typically do not forget it. And I've also heard Blue say she's not very good with birthdays. I have this, like, family birthday thingy, where you can, like, hang up some, like, charms. This one has, like, little bottle caps, and, you can write down whatever info you want on the bottle cap and hang it up on the month. Like, we're in July, I have my mom's name and mine. I got it from Mom, because she found it at a garage sale, I think, one day. And, she got it, and she wanted me to do the bottle caps, and I was like, okay, cool. So, initially, it was just, like, my side of the family. So it's just like my mom and dad, the siblings, the grandkids, you know, all the kids of kids. I wanted to jump off the edge like a cool man. And then, I think once Dad died and we were going through the house, I claimed the little birthday sign. I claimed it, and we took it home, and then I still had some of the extra, like, bottle caps, and so with those extra bottle caps, I added in Vegeto's side of the family. So, now we have his grandma, his mom and dad, his, 2 siblings that he knows, that he grew up with, essentially, because he has more siblings, but I don't know their birthdays, and only one of them I care about. I know it's in February, so, and then added in our niece, his sister's kid, so, but even with all of that, there are 0 birthdays in May, of, like, immediately, like, you know, parents, kids, and, like, siblings. There's no birthdays in May. Like, I have, like, cousins whose birthdays are in May, and mine and Vegeta's wedding anniversary is in May, but no birthdays in the month of May, which is kind of crazy. We have 1 in January, 1 in February, 3 in March, 2 in April, none in May, 3 in June, 2 in July, 2 in August, 3 in September, used to be 4, but 3, because, you know, divorce happens, and then 2 in October, 2 in November, and 2 in December. So, it's a lot of birthdays. It's a lot of birthdays. 46 is the new 18! What are you talking about? Beautiful. 4 months, I've been doing math all day. I know, don't you hate it when you math all day? One of my favorite little math things to do is when I pay in cash somewhere, I always try to calculate the change in my head before they hand it to me. Half the time, I usually get it before they hand it to me. But most of the time, they could just, like, hit a button for how much, and it just poops out the number of what you need for change. And it's like, why can't you just do it in your head? I keep forgetting that July is the 7th month, even though I always know June is the 6th month. Yes, July is the 7th. We're in the second half of the year. So, November, then. November. Because November is 4 months from now. Do 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 do. But yeah, November is a good month, I think. Even though everyone's all about Christmas until, like, the day of Thanksgiving, and then everyone moves back to Christmas immediately after. That's always been, like, my #1 gripe with people, and you'll hear me complain about it when it gets around to, like, October, because everyone's all about Christmas, like, the beginning of October, and it's like, bro, let's get through Halloween first. And then like immediately after Halloween, it's like, oh, it's Christmas. And it's like, no, let's breathe for a second. And it's like, I know life moves fast. I know time goes by so fast, but like there is plenty of time to, you know, sink in Christmas. And it's like, yeah, I'll think about like Christmas presents early because it's nice to get stuff early and to start thinking about it. And then we can get accomplished in case like I need to order something because like, you know, that's like the busiest time of year. You know, people are ordering Christmas presents. So yeah, I have like a vendetta against celebrating. And like Christmas is my favorite holiday. So you can't say I'm like, oh, I'm anti-Christmas. No, I love Christmas. Christmas is my favorite holiday because I love spending time with family and, you know, the gift giving. That's like one of my favorite things. I just don't like when people are, it just consumes their entire personality. And it's like, I have the same gripe with Halloween people. The same exact gripe with Halloween people, because there's two holidays that people make it their entire personality, and that's Christmas and Halloween. It's like, bro, your entire if your entire personality is Halloween and or Christmas, then like, bro, you need a life. Because I've already seen people be like, oh yes, Halloween, the day after the 4th of July. It's like, dude, you have like 3 entire months. Like literally, entire months. How do I get up there? I got up there before. Was it this way? I think it was this way. I don't remember if I went up or down though. No, I went through. Oh, I remember how I got there. But yeah, it's like, it drives me nuts when people make a holiday their entire personality. It's like, we can worry about Halloween when it gets like to the end of September. Because like Halloween is at the end of the month. I think Halloween's on a Saturday this year. So that'll be nice. And then like immediately when Halloween ends, everyone's like, Christmas! And it's like, no! Stop it! Like, give it like a week or two. Like, let's breathe for a second. Don't worry, people forget my birthday because it's almost always right next to Thanksgiving. I mean, I'll tell you, my brother's birthday, the one that's turning 40, his birthday is on the 23rd of November, which sometimes that lands right around Thanksgiving, and like, we don't forget it. I will never forget your birthday. Once I know what it is, I won't forget it. I'm open. What are you doing? No, I'm open. Dude, bitch, what are you doing? Hey, I got it. I have it. No, I had it. No, get it. No. Oh my God, this is insane. This is the. Exactly as we drew it up in the playbook. Yeah, baby, dab. Ah, yes, that was exactly as we drew it up in the playbook. Totally. There was no panic involved. Absolutely not. Aju, nice. Whoa. Whoa, nice. I think there's Halloween decorations on sale right now after 4th of July. That's insane. Usually how it goes, according to Walmart, starting from like, you know, you got January, New Year stuff is like at the end of the year, but then you got like Valentine's stuff in the beginning of January, then St. Patrick's Day stuff, then Easter, that's kind of in the same time. St. Patrick's Day and Easter is kind of combined into one, and then after Easter, you have like Memorial Day stuff, or like, no, you got like Mother's Day, graduation, the Memorial Day stuff, and then after that, you have like Father's Day and other graduations, depending on, and then after, you know, Father's Day, then 4th of July stuff, Then after 4th of July is back to school. Ah! 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Why? Okay, good. It's not me. Yeah, after 4th of July, back to school stuff should be popping up. Because I know sometime, usually around here, late July is when, like, enrollment starts up. So, I'll have to be on the lookout for that. Especially for how much fees I'm going to be paying. And then after, like, back to school, then it's, like, Halloween stuff. Halloween stuff will start popping up probably end of August or, like, early September. That's usually when... Oh. Ooh, I just gave him 100 coins. Cool, okay. Yeah, it's usually like Halloween stuff's like September, and then you get to late September, early October, then you start seeing the Christmas stuff pop up, and it's like, why the fuck are we looking at Christmas in September? Like, why? Tell me, like, why? Tell me why? And then you get like a little blip of like fall decorations and Thanksgiving. And then it's back to Christmas. And then like in the middle of December, then you start seeing like New Year's stuff. So it's such a pain in the ass. I hate how commercialized specific holidays have gotten. I hate it. Like, Christmas has gotten so commercialized, Halloween's very commercialized. So it's just, it's one of those personal pet peeve type things. Wow, Mart. Yeah, birthday turkey, yeah. But also, like, I don't have a child whose birthday is very close to a holiday or on a holiday. But it's one of those, if I did, then it would have to be separate. I don't like the people that just group birthdays and holidays together. You know, I personally don't like that. Like, if I had a kid whose birthday was on, like, Christmas Eve or something, that's their birthday. That's the day we are celebrating their birth. You know? We can worry about Christmas Eve later, and that's like, you know, separate birthday and Christmas. You know, with any, like, December birthday, you know, it's not that hard. I've only had my birthday more than one day away from Thanksgiving once in my life. I'm almost always the day before or the day after Thanksgiving. So... that's definitely 20-something. It's definitely 20-something. Like 25th, maybe? 25th or 6th? What day is Thanksgiving this year? Thanksgiving is the 26th this year. That is not my Twitch. There we go. Can I actually win this one this time? Because the last 2 times we've played this minigame, I have gotten shot in the face. Can I win? I just paid Luigi 100 coins. I deserve a victory. Oops. Get off of me. Get out of my life. What? What? That didn't even hit me! Dude, this game is rigged. Turkey Christmas. Yep, Halloween Turkey Christmas. Ugh. But it's like right now is like a cool down time. I don't really worry about back to school until like August. I think around here, first day of school is like second to last week of August. I know some neighboring schools have it like the 12th. And I'm like, that's a little early. Because it's usually like mid to late August school starts. Yeah, around here it's like August to May is the school year. I know some places are like September to June. You know, it just depends on where you go to school. So, yeah, around here, and even growing up, it was always like mid to late August when school started. So. Finish! Hello, Garrett. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, man. I am not doing so good in the financial department, that's for sure. Man, art is imitating life right now. Especially when I had to pay $100 to Luigi. That's gonna land me on a happening. This will get me to a teleporter, but that might send me back to start. I don't remember. Yeah, that's back to start. Shit. I mean, I feel like no matter what I would have done, I would have landed right there anyway. But then I could have sent everyone else back. Someone needs to get the star to reset them all. Please, please, be a good gambler. Be a good gambler, Luigi. Oh, costume change. Boom! The Zekinator! Zeke's one of my favorite costume changes. I'm really glad I remembered to do that, because I did promise, when Xenoblade 2 ended, that I would add at least Zeke to the pool, because it was my favorite out of all the 2 costume changes. Because I did costume changes for the entirety of Xenoblade 2, dressed up as all the main characters. It was really fun to do. And, when it ended, I'm like, I'm kind of sad to say goodbye to all these costume changes, but I said, like, I'll carry Zeke over, and I thought about doing a poll for another Xenoblade 2 costume change that people might want, but I was like, that's too much work. At least we have Zeke. At least we have Zeke. That's all that matters. Having a great day? That's awesome. College was a big switch for me because school for me always started in like the first week of August. Ah. Yeah, even where I went to college, it was like late August when it started. But I always had to, well, at least first year college, I had to go early because I was on dance team and had to go for like, you know, the sports activities and stuff. But the second year, there was a lot of stuff that happened. The dance and cheer coach from the first year, got fired. She got fired, like, during the spring, my first year of college, and they found a guy to replace her, and, he turned out to be a creep. And, not only that, but, he had also hired, the old, like, high school dance coach that was in that town. And, she was frankly a bitch. And so stingy with appearances. And I essentially got in trouble for my natural hair. Because, well, for one, this was the cheer coach's idea, and he was a male. He was a male, so I'm you know, and there's nothing wrong with, like, male cheerleaders and male cheer coaches. There's nothing wrong with it. But this one in particular was a creep. And the first red flag was definitely the suggestion of a calendar for a fundraiser. And for one, didn't really know me at all. Because there were different themes for different months, and I was in, like, the cowboy, cowgirl rodeo theme, and I don't even own a pair of cowboy boots. I had to borrow some, and that's not even in my wardrobe at all, but I was not included in the baseball theme. It's like, excuse me, how about you, like, ask what people are interested in and want to be in, for one, and for two, they made it wildly sexual. because so many in like the cowboy calico was going like without shirts, crop top, and I'm like, I'm not comfortable with this. It was beyond my comfortability. So it was a whole bunch of that, and we had like, you know, just regular dance team pictures, and and there's like, hey, here's a specific hairstyle everyone needs to do. I'm like, okay, cool. I can do something like that with my naturally curly hair. And when I got there with my naturally curly hair, I got in trouble because it wasn't exactly like the photo. And I got blamed for being delayed an entire hour, almost an hour, because they had to fix my hair. And it made me feel like garbage. And this was the very first day of like the camp over the summer. It was awful. It was an awful experience. It was an god-awful experience. And I was miserable. I was so miserable that first like weekend of like the dance camp. I can't remember if I only went to one of them or two of them. I don't remember, but I was so miserable. And dance was something that I loved so much. And it crumbled. And again, I tear up thinking about it because if I stayed with it, my self-esteem would have crashed and burned. And dark topic, but I more than likely would have developed an eating disorder just because everyone cared so much about appearances. And I was even told, you're the only one that's actually memorizing the dances, and like you're one of the best ones, but like if I'm one of the best ones, then treat me better, you know? So I made a really tough decision and ended up quitting the dance team after that first experience with the new coach. And it was an awful experience. Oh. So, but I had a little backup plan. I had a couple backups. One of them probably would have went better than the other, maybe. But one of the backups was theater, because I was offered a theater scholarship that first year, but I was already on a dance scholarship. So, I did a lot of talking to the theater, teacher, and he got me hooked up with scholarship. But then the second year I ended up pregnant, and it was a whole different thing. So yeah. I didn't mean to like trail off into that, but yeah, it was awful. And that kind of goes back into, like I mentioned, I was supposed to be roommates with someone, but then there was a lot of swapping around because they're like, oh, we'll put her with other dance and cheer people, and it's like, did no word get out that I had quit? And it was a whole mess. And yeah. But I'm honestly kind of glad I wasn't roommates with the one I was supposed to be roommates with. So it probably like worked out for the better. Oh, come on. It was an RA sophomore year onward, so all my breaks were cut short by a few weeks. Oh no! That's kind of sad. Because I know, I think we had a fall break in October. And then, first semester ended like early December. Like I remember December 10th. And then I think class came back like the second week of January or third week of January, something. But I had to go back early because of, dance team and stuff that first year. And then spring break was usually middle of March. And that was pretty much it until like finals early May. So nothing really. I did also go to a JUCO, community college. So, and community college is essentially a glorified high school. But I did. There's a lot of like JUCOs in the area in the state of Kansas. And I think a handful of them. I will tell you, I'm not gonna say exactly who, but this, I don't know if this will lead to anything or not. But I did go to college with a professional athlete. Someone who later on became a professional athlete, which is pretty cool. So, one of them neat experiences. I don't think I had a class with them, but it was just, I did watch them play. Because being on dance team, I was at a lot of sporting events. So, I did watch them play, and it was really cool watching them play. So, because it's one of those, if I tell you who it is, it's really easy to Google and figure out what college they went to, what junior college they went to, and figure it out from there. It will 100% give my location away. So, but all I say was, I did go to college with someone who became a professional athlete. Yay! Finish! So, yeah. I may or may not give out this information to those I am friends with privately, but not publicly on Twitch. I mean, hell, I think every one of my siblings has been to college with someone who became a professional athlete. I was going this way, I think. I know, my oldest brother went to school with someone, a football player. My sister, was at a JUCO with, you know, someone who later on became a professional athlete. My brother, of course, because he started off at JUCO, got drafted, declined the draft, went to Texas Tech. And he was at Tech the same time as Michael Crabtree. I can at least say that because Texas Tech is a fucking huge school. But then my brother was only there for a year and then went to another college in Lubbock. So, but yeah, he was in college at the same time as Michael Crabtree, which was pretty cool. And then I went to community college with someone who later on became a professional athlete. So, it's like, I would love to tell you who, because it was really cool, but I can't, because it's really easy for someone to Google said professional athlete, to be like, what college did so-and-so go to? And then you will find the exact JUCO that I went to, and it's like, ugh! No, I'd rather not dox myself. I'd rather not do that. Super broken light bulb. Oh no! That's awful. That's awful. Hopefully you got it cleaned up, because cleaning up like any broken glass of any kind sucks. I do remember one time my husband and I we were cooking something, or we wanted to take a shot of something, because we busted out the shot glass for something, or wanted to look at a shot glass, and we had it in our hand, and it like slipped. I think, I don't remember who had it. Was it me or him? I don't remember, but one of us had it in our hands, and it slipped. It bounced on the floor once, bounced twice, and then shattered on the third go. And it was, all we could do was just stare at it. That's all we could have done. And it was just so wild to witness that. It was a pain in the butt to clean. It was one of our shot glasses that we got from our Florida trip in 2018. Which we have like 3 of them, I think. Get away from me! No! Oh my god. Paddle Battle sucks. Also, control stick spinning on the Pro Controller is very hit or miss. Because I will do everything in my power to spin it properly, and it won't register. Either I'm going way too fast, or I'm not doing it right. I don't know what it is for the Switch 2 Pro Controller. Or even the Switch 1, I was having that issue too. We have hit the last 5 turns. And honestly, I'm really glad I decided to take the longer break and pay my electric bill. Because I think, standard last 5 turns procedures, all red and blue spaces are double, and if you pass by Koopa Troopa, you get 20 coins instead of 10, except Koopa Troopa is not here. Anywho, yeah, I would have been really pressed for time, because I think it was maybe I would have been fine, maybe not, I don't know. I could have been fine, but it's like I didn't want to chance it. So that's why we took a longer break, and I paid my electric bill. Because it was either pay it today or get shut off, and I'd rather not get shut off because our AC runs off electricity. And I'd rather have AC when it's really hot outside. What have you missed? A handful of things have happened. Chance time shenanigans, gambling. I'm somehow back up to 119 coins. Because I had 125 and I traded him to Luigi in a chance time, and I went from 125 to 25. Oh, come on. NC4 Controller, which I know. I mean, I grew up with Mario Party 1, so I am well aware. And since growing up with it, I usually put on lotion. At least the Switch 1 controller, I don't know how the Switch 2 would be. Probably not that great. I'd always put like lotion on my hand right after control stick spinning with the N64 controller because of that hard plastic. And it usually helped. I never got a blister control stick spinning until the Switch. So, yeah. Just get propane-powered Nintendo. Problem solved. Ah, yes. Propane-powered Nintendo. Ta-da! Also, Paddle Battle just sucks because it goes on for a long time. Wahahahaha. Laugh into the sunset. But yeah, I grew up with Mario Parties 1 and 3. We owned 1, we rented 3 a lot, and I've noticed a lot with people growing up on the N64 with Mario Parties, they either grew up with 1 or 2, they never had both. And I think it's because they came out like so close apart, and for those who had 1, will probably be like, oh, we already have Mario Party, we don't need to get the second one, or those who didn't have Mario Party 1, it's like, oh, hey, Mario Party, let's get the second one. So, it probably worked out that way, because I know several friends that had 2 and didn't have 1 at all, and the ones that had 1 didn't have 2. So, but 3 was different enough, and our local video rental store had 3. Oh, does this take me back? Or does it go? No, I think that one goes up to the left. Yeah, it's always like by the time you memorize where the warp paths go, someone changes it, because Peach decided to cause chaos and change the warp path, and I don't know where everything goes. I'm always scared to go on the one up. I think the one in the top left goes to Boo. I'm pretty sure. So my best guess is that one right there goes to Bowser. It's my best guess. And I know there's maps that exist online. I think my sister tried to send me one time, and I'm like, I don't need this information. I don't want to know this information. I like flying by the seat of my pants. Get to dress up, and it's so fun. I mean, I have it now. Like, I own Mario Parties 1 through 9. I have DS and Island Tour. And I have Super Mario Party, Mario Party Superstars, and Mario Party Jamboree. Those are the Mario Parties that I own. I own most of them. There's like maybe a handful of them that I do not own. Never played 10. Don't really care to, honestly, because I have heard 10 is just a worse 9. And I played 9, I think, last year from a sub goal. And it went about as good as you'd expect. I mean, my problem with 9 is the same that I have with 5. The minigames are really, really fun. It has some of the best minigames, I think. But the boards, I hate what they did with the boards. I hate that car. I hate that car so much. It's like I can sit and play minigame mode all day long. Like literally all day long. But put me on a board and I will feel miserable. The best board in 9 is probably that Boo one. Honestly. So, but yeah, and also in that same tangent, I did say, I have the same problems with 9 as I do 5. I hate Mario Party 5. Which apparently with a lot of people, that is a hot take. I do not like Mario Party 5. Again, same exact gripe that I have with 9. I love the minigames. I can sit and play the minigame modes all day long in Mario Party 5. But I hate the boards. There's like 2 good boards, and they're not even like good. They're tolerable. They're okay. And that's Pirate Dream and Sweet Dream. That's it. The other boards are so bland and boring, and there's one I forget exists half the time. Like, it is so dang forgettable. The boards are just so bland, the music isn't very good. And also my disc is cursed, so that plays a part in it too. Cause I remember I tried doing it one time on stream and then it fucking crashed on me. And it's like, cool, whatever. And then I did it for my gauntlet run because I avoided it ever since then. But it's like, nope, fine, I'll do it. Gauntlet run, 50 turns on everything. So I did Mario Party 5 and I had game crashes on every single board except the 2 that I like. So, yeah, it's like, yeah, I know getting a new disc will solve all my problems. But, where's the fun in that, honestly? I don't care enough about Mario Party 5 to acquire a new disc. I don't care enough about it, honestly. So, and it was also the last GameCube Mario Party that I played. Because I got my GameCube in Christmas of 2005, and it was bundled with Mario Party 7. And since getting my GameCube, I played Mario Party 7. 7 is like my second favorite. I love 7 a lot. And then I found Mario Party 4 at GameStop at some point. And then I had found 6, and then 5. So that was the order I had played the GameCube Mario Parties, was 7, 4, 6, and 5. And with 5 being the last one of those core 4, it was brutal. It was brutal. Yeah, we don't talk about Mario Party 5. Even though I literally just talked about it. It's cursed. Mario Party 5 is cursed. Mario Party Advance? I don't have that one. I do not have that one. I think there was an online thing. What are you doing, child? Riley was being weird. That's okay. I mean, being weird is fine, but she's being goofy. I think there was like an online thing about Mario Party Advance, like, hey, you can play a little bit of this online or whatever. And I did that, but like I never had Mario Party Advance. So, never did have that one. Only got 1, 2, 3, had 5 GameCube discs broke. I have 7, okay, the GameCube, Mario Party, and DS. Gotcha. I haven't played Mario Party DS in a while. haven't really played any DS games in a while. I do at some point, and I say at some point because it will cost a bit of money to acquire this, but I would like to acquire specifically a 3DS, and get a capture card put on it. And I know it will cost like a few $100s to do so. That's why I say at some point, not right now, but at some point I would like to, because for one, that would open up a lot of games to be played on stream. And part of it is Pokemon. Because like I have had a huge hankering to go back to X and Y since finishing ZA. Black and White's my favorite generation of Pokemon. I don't remember how to get up there. Oh, I actually do, but I have 2 turns to do it. Can I do it? I don't know. Doway. We could try. I don't think I'll do it in 1 turn unless I land on a mushroom. Luigi, what are you doing? Luigi, what are you doing? Luigi, what are you doing? Luigi! Luigi! No! Don't do this! Don't do this! You're more than this! Don't get— No, Luigi! Luigi chose chaos. Luigi chose chaos. You still play those games on the Wii? Warp Course 2. I don't even know what number this other one was. I don't even know what the first one was. I don't know the numbers. I know there's 3 of them. Again, I think one day I was streaming this, and I think my sister tried to send me a map during the stream. But I'm like, I don't need this information. I don't want this information. I just want to fly by the seat of my pants. Just watch me panic. Lesson learned. Let's not call Luigi a bitch. Yep, let's not do that. I didn't, though. But Luigi chose Bowser. Bam, bam. Aw. I wanted to be cool. And get money. Get money, get paid. Can I get money, get paid, please? That's a hammer. That's another hammer. That's a coin bag. Mine. It was mine. Because the controller vibrates when you collect something. At least the coin bags. Gimme. Can I make a daring jump? Bye. I do know in Superstars, if you fall off the platform at any point, you lose all the coins you've collected. So I can only ever do that in Mario Party 1. So, alright, last turn shenanigans. Let's rock and roll. I don't care if I'm depressed as long as I have money. Yes. I mean, hey, they say money can't buy happiness. But it can buy you experiences that will make you happy. Okay, well, oh, that's the wrong button. Okay, so 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just freaking go for a blue space, I guess. Not much else I can do, really. Not much else I can do on the last turn. Just get more money. That is coin-cerning. What the hell? I want a really good storm here. We had quite a bit of rain throughout June. Yeah, we had quite a bit of rain throughout June, and there's like, I think there was a chance of rain last night, but I don't think it rained here. I think there's more chances of like storms the next couple days, I think. I haven't really looked at the weather. Drive home now. Have a safe drive, and drive safely, and I hope you get home safely. Because, again, not to be like morbid or anything, but I have had people not make it home safely and got in a crash and died. So, yeah, it's really important to me that you drive safe and get home safe. And always let people know when you make it home. I'm a big stickler for that because my mom was a big stickler for it. And then, because my dad died in a car wreck, he was on his way home from somewhere. He was on his way home, and he wrecked his van, and that was that. So, anyway, yeah, it's really important to let your loved ones know if you make it home. That's just important. Ow! Mario, you bitch. I'll take that, thank you! Finally rained here today while I was at work. Nice. I love rain. I love rain. I did write a fanfic called When It Rains. I read it very early on in the streams, in the channel's lifetime. Because it was like the very first like follower goal I had. I think the very first follower goal I wanted to have was like 25. Which is like a good like benchmark because like affiliate is 50. And I hit 25, and then 50 was like the sequel to When It Rains. I wasn't paying attention. No, he lost a star. That's right, he lost a star, because he lost to Bowser. Luigi sacrificed his win for me! Man, Luigi is awesome! Hashtag When It Rains, it washes away the armor of our hearts. Oh no, we're in the ad break. Oh, that's fine. Good job, Riley. Oh man, Luigi sacrificed his win for me, because he would've, I think he would've won. I think he ended up with more coins than me. I wasn't paying attention when it showed the coin count, because I was talking about When It Rains. Yeah. I'm just a big stickler for it, you know. It's always important. But yeah, I wrote a fanfiction when I was like 15, 16, called When It Rains. And then I wrote a sequel to it. Yeah, he had more coins than me. He would have won. Had he not stopped and had he not gone to Bowser that second to last turn, he would have won. 100% he would have won. Luigi gave up his win for me. Luigi is the GOAT. He had 333 coins in minigames. And I knew he had the coin star. I was getting up there. I was getting close. Peach had the happening. I think I had the options to land on happenings. I probably should have taken it more. To help kind of solidify a victory. But honestly, I would have been 100% okay with either me or Luigi winning. I would have been a-okay with Luigi winning anyway. Because, like, we love Luigi. We love the green team. We love the green team around here. I had a lot of one-player minigames. While I was talking about my terrible experiences with a creepy dance and cheer coach, I got perfect score on Whack-A-Plant. I never even acknowledged it or anything. I just got a perfect score. I had the most chance times. Because I know how to get what I want in chance time. I know how to get what I want. At least Mario Party 1. A few mushrooms. A handful of Bowsers. Not too bad. It's about 3 hours. Yeah, Eternal Star is probably the longest board. And also, with completing the board at 4:44... Yeah, 4:44 p.m. It would have given me 15 minutes to go pay my electric bill like right now. I would have been in a serious rush, but I think I made the right decision. So, that was Eternal Star. And we've gone 3 hours, so I don't need to pad out time. I think 3 hours is a good stream length for me, honestly. And Mario Party 1 boards are typically really short, but Eternal Star is a bit longer, which is totally fine. And I did start later, too. So, do a quick 50-turn board. Honestly, the fastest would probably be Peach's birthday cake, because it is a small board, it is linear, and I think last time I did it, it took me like maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes, but I'm not gonna do that, because I have kids to feed in like 15 minutes or so. I need to figure out what's for supper, and whether or not I may need to take a trip to the grocery store again, because I went to the store, got a gallon of milk, and a bag of cheese. Riley has to correct me. A gallon of milk and a bag of cheese at the store. And I got the bag of cheese thinking, oh, we've got boxes of mac and cheese still in the cabinet. No! So if someone wants mac and cheese, then I will have to go to the store and go get it. Which is totally fine, you know, it's not a big deal, but it's just like, man, I have to go outside again. I've been outside enough today. The grocery store. I don't know how to traverse cheese. Oh yeah, that was from Tooie! Oh man, Banjo-Tooie was a treat. Banjo-Tooie was a treat. It really was. What's today? Thursday? What, Riley?
I farted.
Okay, Riley farted. I haven't heard a word out of Blue, and I just checked her Discord, and nothing. So, she's either not feeling too well, napping, or both. Or is out doing something, I don't know. But I do see a Tonito that just went live. I know, Tonito rated me a while back. And it was like right as I went on break too. I'd seen that. But Tonito's live. We can go raid Tonito. What's he doing? Well, right now, he just went live not that long ago. So we can probably stop by Tonito and go raid. Alright, no worries, Garrett. No worries. Let's see, what's today? Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow we should be back to Pokemon Leaf Green. Because I know I took yesterday to do Clair Obscur, and I really wanted to push through all the game crashes, and I think we're out of it, maybe? Because the Stone Cliff area, whatever it's called, was the source of a lot of crashing. But once I got out of it, and fought the lamp guy like 3 separate times, it only crashed one other time. So I really hope I'm out of the thick of it. So I think we can push forward with Clair Obscur. So, but I decided to do it yesterday because I'm like, I think I have the problem solved. I didn't think I have I don't have the problem solved, but it's solved enough. So, but that'll be Monday. Tomorrow is Leaf Green. What did I just do in Leaf Green? I fought Sabrina. I went to Celadon and got enough coins to buy an Ice Beam TM. So we're gonna work our way to Blade. That's what we're doing next. Okay, yeah. I had to remember what we were doing. So yeah, we're getting close to the end of Leaf Green. Which has been pretty fun. Sometimes it's really fun to just do a nice, casual playthrough of a Pokemon game, and no challenges required, no nothing. And like challenges are fun, and I love playing Pokemon. So, but it's just kind of nice to like relax, and also have an Alakazam. So that's really nice. We did that last time. Anyway, we're gonna go raid Tonito. What's our raid message? Luigi the goat, please, because Luigi was the goat today. He sacrificed a star so I can win. If I can type, that'd be great. If you are subbed to me, you can use my emotes. If you are not subbed, you can use whatever emotes you want. We are going to go raid Tonito. Tonito VT. So yeah, tomorrow's Pokemon Leaf Green. Come back around to Monday and then we'll be Clair Obscur. I may start a GameCube Mario Party on Tuesday, because I haven't done a GameCube Mario Party since like last year. I don't know which one yet, but I'll figure it out. So it'll be really fun to go back to GameCube, because I haven't done GameCube in a minute. And then Wednesday Pokemon and Friday Pokemon. I may do something on the 17th for birthday, because I don't normally stream on Saturdays, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So yeah. Mondays are Claire Obscure, Tuesdays and Thursdays are Mario Party, and Wednesdays and Fridays are Pokemon Leaf Green. So thank you everyone for coming out and hanging out, and we will see you next time.